in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. One-loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. David Ojabo in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Throwing, Prescott. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Prescott. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Ravens had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them?
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Brandon Jones, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. This is caught by Hilton.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings it to 14.
We've got ourselves a ball game. These guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. These two teams all tied after one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now the drive they started with great field position is basically dead.
Prescott on 4th down. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson, 41 yards.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase short-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback or those to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
David Ojabo in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
They just gave up a sack there, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 3rd down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get him to the Blues. He's inside the 40. That's a gain of 13 for number 13. And it gives him the 1st down. Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Jackson will throw again. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Farmer, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. but how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Dolphins at the next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is taken around the 12. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Both of these coaching staffs feverishly making their final plans for the 2nd half. One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. That's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll throw from the gun. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Real quick.
Now Jackson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Mike Gesicki has really emerged as one of the Miami Dolphins' primary targets, and he can run the entire route tree. We know he's dependable in the short areas, but he can also stretch the field down the middle. A career-high 73 catches last season, and he gets another one here to move the chains.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Only a short gain there, but that's okay if you're the offense. They brought a lot of pressure at him, and he uses athleticism to at least get back to the line and make 2nd down a lot shorter than it was looking for a moment.
Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On play action, Prescott.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Tyus Bowser getting that play out.
Tyus Bowser excels at so many passes in the game, but really took a step forward as a starter in 2021 with 7 sacks to lead the Ravens.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Now Hill to return it. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And it'll be Dolphin football. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott off play action. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That gain on third down, good for 28.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Dafe Oweh providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Jackson. Flushed out right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Throwing is Jackson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker now to add the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles, obviously.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Tucker with the extra point. He'll make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Prescott to throw it. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Looking to throw, Prescott.
And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Prescott.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. David Ojabo in there to take him down in the clock room. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Prescott.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's look at the offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. Good bounce back win. They take the knee, can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This will get the lead up to 7. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, that is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Ravens, they make amends for their week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.